In this video, I'll show you how to make a mock-up for your clothing brand. A mock-up is like a hoodie with your print on it. It's really important because otherwise manufacturers won't understand how to make your item. If you really want a specific placement, then it's really important to make it visually appealing for them, that they can see where it needs to be placed. If you want to print on the back, then you have to place it on the back. If you want to do it in the back, in the bottom or something, then it has to be there. You really have to be specific. With manufacturers, it's better to show everything rather than just telling it in messages and stuff. So there are two ways of making mockups. There's like the simple way, the simple method, which is really good if you're just starting out or if you're making it locally, if you're making it with blanks. And then there's also the tech pack. A tech pack is like the more advanced version of a mockup. So a tech pack really has like all the details, like the weight of the hoodie, the materials, the sizing, like all these other like extras. But that's only really important if you're working with a manufacturer that can make everything out of scratch, which in the beginning you're probably not gonna do. But that's also really important to learn. That's why I'm teaching it to you guys. And when this video is done, when you have your tech pack or mockups, your design, your logo, everything, then and only then you are ready to start manufacturing. So guys, let's dive into this. Alright, we're back into Photoshop. Down here below, you'll find a link to all the mockups and tech packs that I have curated throughout the years. It's really not easy to find good hoodies to make your clothing on, because if you just look up in Google, just hoodie mockup or something, then they're all gonna be like bad quality or have watermarks on them or all these different types of stuff. But I've curated the perfect mockup pack. They have PNGs, which is really handy because then you don't have to like cut out the entire thing. Then it's just already cut out for you. Bam, we have a bunch of different colorways and different fits. For example, we've got the more long hoodie like this, for example. And then we've also got the more boxy hoodie like this one. But I'll just make the example with this hoodie right here. The brown mocha hoodie. Alright, so now we have a cool brown hoodie, as you can see. If you follow this module correctly, then you should already have a design ready. Bam! Either you made your own design or you paid someone else to do it. So here we have our design, which you're just gonna select the entire thing, then press Ctrl C, which copies the entire thing, or Command C on Apple. Then here, bam, we just press Ctrl V and it pastes it. Of course, it's gonna be much too big, so we're gonna make it smaller. One pro tip, what I'm gonna say is Ctrl E, and then it makes it all go together. As you can see, there are a bunch of white things here. That's because we made our design with like the negative inverted stuff. So we're gonna remove that real quick. Select the magic wand here, the wizard tool. Put it on 2, non-contiguous, looks good. Then just select the white and press shift, like the backspace thing. As you can see, there are still a few white dots left. So that's not good. We're gonna do the same thing here. I think that's good. It doesn't really matter too much because you're gonna send the design file separately to the manufacturer. So it's just for aesthetics that is gonna be really important. The design is ready. I don't really like that it's just black and brown. It's not really contrasting enough. So I'm gonna press Ctrl I and then it changes to white, which I like a bit more. It's a bit more contrasty, maybe a bit too much, but I'm gonna change it up real quick. Just do the opacity a bit lower and then it fits the vibe a little bit more. Bam, like this. So I really like this design already. It's like a pretty cool like Buchan style streetwear vibe. So yeah, that's pretty nice. So what else can you do with a mock-up? You can also show it to your audience, which is really, really cool. You can show it on Instagram, like now if I take a picture of this and I show them my story and I ask you guys like, would you want this, or what colorway do you want or something? Then you can also see what people want. If people really don't like the brown version of this and really want like a black hoodie or like a green hoodie or something, then you just have to know that you're not gonna order the brown one, you're gonna order the other ones. This is a simple mock-up. Something else pretty important is that you put the sizing with the design. For example, I'm gonna just Ctrl C, Ctrl V, copy this thing real quick, just put it right here. Control I again to make it negative. What's a good measurement to take for this hoodie? Because of course you're gonna work with a blank in the beginning, so it's not really that important to make all the measurements, but it's important to have the measurement of the design correctly. So what I always do is just look at other designs and other prints and stuff that look good. For example, I really like how this hoodie turned out. The fitting and like the sizing of the print is really well done. So what I'll just do is take the hoodie, just measure it, 28 centimeters. All right, 28 centimeters. All right, like this. And then I always do like a little extra to make it much more clear to the manufacturer, like this. How to make the straight line? I press the shift and then I draw, and that makes it straight. Now it's going to be clear for the manufacturer where and how big it needs to go. The placing from the top to the bottom, like the placing like on the hoodie itself, if you just do it like this, it's gonna be clear for them already, because all the manufacturers just do one hand from the top is like the basic placement. One hand from the top and start the design here is normal. Every local manufacturer knows this, so it's just gonna be alright. Just tell them, put it in the middle, just one hand from top is gonna be good. For example, this one, also one hand from the top, that's just the normal placement. All the manufacturers know this. So yeah, this is a simple mock-up. You can just save it real quick. File, save as, mockup 1. Bam, save this as like a JPEG. And it's also really important that your file, that your design file is a PSD format, that you don't send the JPEG to the manufacturers, because it's gonna be really bad quality and the print is not gonna look good. Then you can just send this to the manufacturer combined with the file for this design, and then you can just ask them like print it on these sizes, these blanks, all this stuff, but that's gonna be in the next module. So then it's gonna be golden, you're gonna be good, and you're ready to make your first item. Really cool. I always recommend to make a sample, but more for that in the next module, alright? But now I'm gonna teach you how you can make an advanced mockup pack. Well, the advanced mockup pack is gonna be in the next video. So send your first mockup in the group chat, mark this one as done, and I'll see you in the advanced one.